Hey guys, I'm Deepthi Desikan, and in this video we're going to be doing affordable dupes or similar shades of affordable lipsticks. So affordable dupes to affordable lipsticks. Sometimes I'm just not looking at just the affordability, I'm looking at similar shades as well in this video. So some of these dupes could be of similar price range, or maybe just a little bit expensive, or all of that. So in this video, if you're looking for alternatives, you're just not able to find this particular shade, you don't like a formulation of some of this, maybe you could try out the alternative. So that's the point of this video. I don't really have a lot of lipsticks to swatch, so let's get started. So these kind of videos are one of the most requested videos on my channel, and I do it to satisfy my audience. So let me know if you want me to continue with this, or if you want me to stop any such videos at any point in time. If there are a lot of people commenting the same things, of course I will listen to that, majority of the opinion. Just because one or two people are like bored with dupes videos, I would not be able to stop this series. Okay, the first one we have is the NYX Lip Lingerie in the shade Low Cut. This is a very long wearing liquid lipstick formulation, and a lot of you guys wanted an affordable alternative to this, or maybe a more comfortable alternative as well. This is a brown with a little bit of dusty mauve undertones to it. It's a very beautiful shade, and a shade I feel like is similar to that one is the Love Earth liquid mousse in the shade Spanish Coffee. Now this is how it looks like side by side. As you guys can see from the swatches, the shade is pretty similar, but it's not 100% match. The Love Earth one has a little, it lacks that dusty mauve undertones, like that depth of it compared to the NYX one, but the shade is similar, just that the NYX has more of that dusty mauve, deeper undertone to it. And one thing I've noticed with these NYX liquid lipsticks is that over time they just sort of like darken on your lips, and they get to a much darker shade from initially what you applied. So just apply it and wait for at least 20 minutes in your house before you step out, because the shade you expect it to be turns out to be very different when you like step out. The next one we have is the Colorbar Sinful Matte Lipstick in the shade Exposed, which is a very dark blackened berry kind of a shade. And the dupe I have for that is from Swiss Beauty. This one's the HD matte lipstick in the shade Wine Blush. I like how the Swiss Beauty looks on my lips. It's a lot more deeper, it's a lot more pigmented, and a little bit more on the matte side, and a little more long wearing than the Colorbar lipstick itself. Next one is the Love Earth lipstick in the shade Irish Coffee, a very popular shade and a very unique shade. Not gonna deny that, because I could only get close to the shade and I couldn't get a 100% match. The closest I could find to this one is from the Mars Popstar collection. This one is in the shade Hot Topic. This is one of the newer launches. The entire range was sent to me, and this is how it looks like. The Mars lipstick has a little more red, whereas the Irish Coffee has a deep rose undertone, okay, and it makes it so beautiful and very deep skin tone friendly, very beautiful shade, very nice shade to wear on a day-to-day basis. Not denying that the Mars one has a little more red to it. The formulation of this Mars lipstick is something that I really enjoy, because it's very lightweight and it's quite long wearing and also super affordable. This Love Earth one is also really comfortable on the lips, but it's not the most long wearing lipstick, and it does fade away like a little too sooner than expected. Next up I have the Colorbar lipstick in the shade Kinky, which is a very bright color, okay. It has a lot of, like, it's a red with a lot of pink undertones to it, or you can call it a pink with a lot of red undertones to it, either ways. And it is a tad bit more pigmented than the dupe that I have, which is from Swiss Beauty, the HD matte lipstick in the shade Fresh Red. I feel like the Swiss Beauty one is a little bit brighter, but they fall under a very similar color family. Next up we have the Sugar Lip Crayon in the shade Baby Houseman, and a very similar shade is from Mars. This one is a lip crayon in the shade I Am Relentless. The Mars formulation I like, okay. It's very pigmented, long wearing, transfer proof, stays pretty much on the lips the entire day. Can be slightly drying compared to the Sugar Lip Crayon, and you also get more product in the Mars Lip Crayon. So next one we also have a very popular shade called Sultry from Colorbar, which is a little bit more pink than the previous shade that I showed, that is Baby Houseman. And a dupe is also from Swiss Beauty. This is in the shade Plum House, more matte, more long lasting, and looks a little bit different because of the difference in formulation. if you know what I mean. Next up, we have the e.l.f. liquid lipstick, which you can't find right now. This used to be one of my favorite shades, which is called Coffee, which is a very cool toned brown shade. And a very close match for that is from LoveChild by Masaba. This is their liquid lipstick in the shade No Rules. I am blown away by the shade match. It is very similar. It has that same kind of like cooler undertone to it. Both are sort of matte liquid lipsticks. It can be a little bit drying. We have the sugar liquid lipstick in the shade Mimosa, which is a very beautiful blue toned red shade, which I think is discontinued right now. I'm not a very big fan of the formulation either ways. It's too runny for me. It gets everywhere, and it's not the most long lasting liquid lipstick. And a similar match which is more long lasting but can be drying and a nice pigmented shade is from Nykaa. This is their all day matte liquid lipstick range, and this is in the shade Boss Babe. Next up, we have a very popular shade from Lakme, which I think is discontinued. This one is the Lakme liquid lipstick in the shade Brown Souvenir. And the closest match, which makes me so happy to find this, is from Mars. This one is in their matte liquid lipstick range from this packaging. It's called Heart Thief, which I feel is very similar. Like, it doesn't have as much brown as the Lakme one does, but this is the closest I could get to the shade because the Lakme one is also pretty unique on its own. So I wouldn't call this a 100% match, but it's quite up there, okay? One thing, I do really like the formulation of the Mars one because I feel like it's not very runny like the Lakme liquid lipstick. So it's a lot easier to get an even application. It's quite comfortable and lightweight on the lips. Not extremely long wearing, but not something that fades away in a jiffy. And then similar shade to the NYX lip lingerie in the shade Stabs Off is from L'Oreal. This is in the shade Lazy Sunday. Just keep one thing in mind is that NYX liquid lipsticks, like I mentioned earlier, oxidizes a lot on your lips. It turns out to be a lot darker. So this shade could vary significantly, like when you swatch it initially and the way it looks on your lips. So the dupe might not be 100% match, but these are similar color family, and just I wanted to include it to show you guys like a comparison. I'm not calling it to be a match or anything, but just look at that. This is how it looked initially, like how the L'Oreal one looks. That's how the NYX liquid lipstick looked initially, and now it's a much deeper shade. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. I know there were not a lot of it, but I'm up since 4:30 a.m. you guys, and if I sound a little bit like down in the dumps, it's because of that. And anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any shade recommendations that are similar, let me know, so it would be a lot more helpful than like me sitting and swatching about 50 lipsticks just to find dupes for one. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below, and while you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.